The President-General of Okuama Community in Delta State's Ughelli South local government area, James Oghoroko, has reportedly died while in military custody. Oghoroko was arrested alongside other community leaders, including Prof. Arthur Ekpekpo, Chief Belvis Adogbo, and Pa Dennis Okubaye between August 18 and 20, 2024. The arrest followed a violent incident in the community that led to the deaths of 17 soldiers and subsequent military action in the area. Well, outraged by the detentions, the Okuama community filed a lawsuit against the Nigerian Army seeking 100 million naira in damages for what they described as illegal detention. A federal high court had adjourned the bail hearing for the arrested leaders to December 9, 2024, but Oghoroko's death occurred just days before the scheduled hearing. The incident has heightened tensions in the community, with calls for accountability and justice over the circumstances surrounding his death. Well, joining me now this morning is Austin Azu. He joins us to give us an update on what the current situation is like. Austin, what has been the general sentiment within the Okuama community following the news of the President-General's death in the military detention?
Of course, don't forget to that on August 4th, there was a report about the military invasion, second military invasion in Okuama that led to the killings about 2 persons. And the leadership of the community were really taken aback. And of course, the process of the rebuilding process that was initiated by the government. And however, they condemned it and they cried out before the appropriate authorities. And thereafter, about 2 days into that the arrest of these people were recorded, that of which was the President-General and 2 other persons that were declared wanted. However, a couple of them seems to be begging the authorities to prevail on the military to release them all this while. However, we were thinking about yesterday when the news of the death of the President-General filtered in, and as we speak at the moment, the crowd is heavy in the farmer community. And not only that, where they are, precisely the men, the young men and the women and children who, those of them who went to the IDP camp, as we speak at the moment, they are all mourning and crying. And they are asking one thing that if only governments to release their people to them so that they will be able to reunite and kindle again, despite the fact that they don't have roof over their heads. Of course, seeing their brothers and sisters around them, to give them that sense of belonging that yes, there's still hope for tomorrow. As we speak from the freelance, from what we got, we spoke to a couple of them this morning, and we are all crying and lamenting. And of course, there's, from what we gathered so far, that the leadership of the community hope to speak to the press maybe later today to clarify some great areas that most of the public don't know anything about. So we are hoping to hear from them sooner or later. They will tell us more about what has happened to their community in recent times.
Okay, Austin, but could you in any way also provide us with clarity concerning the Okuama people who are currently in the IDP camps? Are there any clarity as to when they would return back to the ancestral home?
Of course, we are at the camp about 6 months ago, and since the rebuilding process started, the government directed them, and they obeyed the governor's instructions that they should return to the IDP camp. Of course, they fully aware that they vehemently rejected the IDP camp at the mission space, but after a pit stop and dialogue, the women and the children and the young girls have to leave to the IDP camp, and they have been there for quite a number of times. And of course, what they are asking for is that within 3 months that the government promised them that we will be able to resettle them in their ancestral home, beginning with the building process of the community health center and the primary school. And of course, it's not all that they could be staying for the meantime. Don't forget to know that the only building that is standing as a farmer today remains the church building, which accommodates most of them. And few other people who are into farming, they go into their farming and probably return to the neighboring communities to seek refuge. However, they are still looking forward to see when it is more convenient for them to return to their ancestral home. But from what we gathered so far, since they are not going home sooner or later, because the place they ought to return to probably by now, which ought to have been fully built, have not been built. So what will happen to them if they return to their ancestral home? Another side, of course, we heard that the management of the IDP camp seems to be part of the whole process because they felt that the policies made by the governor have not been fulfilled. And every time we engage with these the people at the camp, they do tell us that they haven't seen the presence of government representatives to come and look after them, to come and provide for them. However, other quarters say that the IDP management can have reached out to private companies, individuals, and other people to come to their aid. So obviously, for a period of time now, it seems other agencies of government and private individuals and corporate organizations have been the ones, providing them with food. So it means that each government has not been fulfilling its own part of the, negotiation or the agreement. It means that these people are likely going to stay there and hopefully depends on whoever comes to their rescue for feeding. That's only when they can get food to eat at the moment.
All right. One would ordinarily worry after statements were made by the governor of Orowari that that community will be rebuilt back, and in short, all the issues would have been sorted by now. But thanks for giving us these updates. We'll get back to you in the course of our next news bulletin. Thanks, Austin Azu, for joining us.